Hi everyone, my name is Franziska Deininger and I am the climate lead for the Gender and Economic Inclusion Department of the International Finance Corporation, which is a member of the World Bank Group. I also serve as the gender focal point for the climate investment funds for the IFC. Now, we know that climate finance is really essential for accelerating large-scale decarbonization efforts. It's also critical for ensuring that both businesses and communities are equipped to deal with new climate-related risks. So this is on the adaptation side. At the same time, women and the gender lens are almost completely absent from the climate finance ecosystem. And this is actually not just about where capital is going and who it's impacting on the ground. It's also about who is sitting around the decision-making table, deciding when, where, and how climate capital is being used to further our mitigation and adaptation goals. Now, this is really problematic for two key reasons. The first is that we know from a lot of evidence now that climate change is not gender neutral. What this means in a nutshell is that the way that climate change impacts men and boys is different from the way it impacts women and girls. And we really see this across a lot of different dimensions, including access to jobs, access to information, access to finance, gender-based violence. So we really see a disproportionate impact on women, girls, and other disadvantaged groups. When we design climate programs and leverage climate finance, we need to consider those socioeconomic dimensions to be able to assess climate risk appropriately. So that's reason number one. Reason number two builds on a decade of evidence that tells us that when men and women are together in a room making decisions, those decisions are better. And the same principle applies to climate corporate governance, as well as big decision-making that's happening right now in the private sector on accelerating action to both confront climate mitigation and solve some of the growing adaptation problems that we are facing. So in summary, we really see a strong case for why women's leadership and decision-making needs to be fundamental and embedded in our climate finance ecosystem. Now, IFC is having a lot of conversations in this space. We're doing a lot of thinking in this space together with SIF and other partners. And we have some really exciting project work that's also taking place on this gender and climate nexus, including in Mozambique, where SIF and IFC are supporting a first of its kind solar PV project that has three main objectives: resilience building, local income generation for women, and diversifying clean energy sources. In Niger, we have also worked with SIF on a commercialization project looking at small-scale irrigation techniques. And we actually found that 60% of the 900 farmers that bought small irrigation systems were women. So we really see that women are a key point of entry when we talk about scaling up climate technologies and climate finance. Thank you.